Who remembers Call of Duty World at War?
Ambush!
Welcome to the rice field, motherfucker!
Yeah, that darker and edgier cousin of the Call of Duty franchise. It was like that guy in your group of friends growing up who really liked horror movies and kept bringing up snuff films.
That's why so many people call me Edgelord in my gooning Discord.
Hey, I'm Craig from the Pacific War Channel. Join me as we dive into my childhood and take a look at Call of Duty World at War.
You just killed 2 of your best friends, while Tojo and Fuckface over there continue to hose our line.
So me and my friends over at Adventure Arcade did a full playthrough of Call of Duty World at War's campaign and a little bit of zombies for their latest video. Please go check it out. It's full of hilarious moments and memes.
Wow, you look like you're...
Dana, what are you doing?
Someone call an ambulance, I'm in quite a lot of pain.
But here I wanted to expand more upon the game, and you damn well know I'm going to toss a lot of our highlights into it.
So many grenades. Oh
my god.
oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, no, no. So many nades.
They're just pelting us, what the hell?
Call of Duty was the 5th installment of a franchise that taught young boys about World War II and how to suppress their psychopathic tendencies.
Beat the absolute shit out of this poor gentleman. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
It was also the first game in the series to give us co-op campaigns and Nazi zombies. I remember this game vividly during the glory days of my youth.
How do you do, fellow kids?
When I was 16 years old, me and my friends would come up with a strategy every weekend on how to scam the local depanneur to sell us beer, so that we could head over to someone's house later and land Call of Duty multiplayer team deathmatch or zombies. The early 2000s, what a time to be alive. Little did we know next year we would get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the GOAT of the franchise.
The GOAT!
Call of Duty World at War was special. Special in a really dark and twisted kind of way. As countless YouTube video essays have already pointed out, Call of Duty World at War is most certainly a horror game. A horror game that really emphasizes war crimes. 2008 was a more crude, rustic time, before today's Age of Enlightenment, where in Call of Duty World War II you can play as a black female Nazi.
The hell is even that?
Yeah, the game developers did not really give a shit back then about being woke, because woke didn't really exist. I mean, shit, imagine kids today trying to navigate a 2009 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobby.
Fuck you! Boy. Shut your
You'd have hospitals full of teenagers with PTSD.
Somebody call the ambulance.
Let's talk a little bit about the 2 campaigns of the game. While Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3 focused on the European theater and North Africa, depicting a traditional representation of war, showcasing heroism and camaraderie amongst soldiers, World at War is set in the Pacific War and the Eastern Front, showcasing atrocities, moral ambiguity, and the absolute savagery of man. It was also the first Call of Duty to really unleash realistic gore. Man, they did not hold back. Hey guys, this is Craig from the Pacific War Channel. Please don't forget to check out my YouTube membership or my Patreon account over at www.patreon.com/thepacificwarchannel, where you can join the ranks and gain access to a hell of a lot of goodies. At the base minimum, you get access to the exclusive monthly podcast, early access to all of my content, voting rights for what subjects I will tackle next, and at higher tiers, I have much more goodies to come. So please click that link and check it out. In the campaigns, you get to experience the American perspective during the Pacific War, narrated by Kiefer Sutherland, and the Russian perspective during the Eastern Front, narrated by Gary Oldman. The literal beginning of the game is a first-person view of your captured Marine recon team being interrogated and executed by the Imperial Japanese Army.
You speak Japanese!
冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋。
One of your mates has a cigarette put out in his eye, whoa, before getting his throat slit. Yeah, from the very beginning you know Treyarch is not messing around. If this was a Cinema Sins video for war crimes, there's your first. Then as you leave the little hut, you turn to your left and a bunch of your executed POW friends are there. Then the opening mission for the Russian campaign is you face down in a courtyard fountain surrounded by the dead and dying soldiers of the Soviet Union. Your comrades. The baddies begin showering you and your buddies with lead, but luckily you don't get hit. Again, all over the place for war crimes. It's really a major theme of this game. The game immerses you in the brutality of the Pacific and Eastern fronts, as Kiefer Sutherland and Gary Oldman keep pushing you to shoot first and not take prisoners later.
Sure enough, you should learn from Dmitri. He understands the nature of mercy killing.
Seriously, this game treats shooting POWs like it was a choose-your-own-adventure moment. Do you shoot the prisoner, or abide by the Geneva Convention? Well, Sergei seems to know the answer.
Is he dead? Do you think he's dead?
When you play as the Russians, you continuously face situations where Germans are surrendering, and Gary Oldman coerces you to shoot them all. Typically, if you don't do it, a comrade will do it anyways. Hell, in one part of the game, if you don't do what Gary Oldman says and mercy kill the surrendering Germans, your comrades shower them with Molotov cocktails.
Dmitri, it is your choice.
I shouldn't.
Do it. You should have shot them, Johnny.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
It's kind of like the game telling you, do you see what you made us do? Who's the real monster here?
Murder! Goofy, shut the fuck up. I love murder. Why? Goofy.
The demons told me to.
Now, when you play as the Americans, there's only one part at the end of the game where you face this surrendering kind of situation. Here the game teaches you a very real history lesson about the Japanese during World War II. One I hilariously taught my friends at Adventure Arcade in real time.
Oh, the surrendering? Wait, what?
Now kill them.
Is this realistic? Is this realistic? Is this historically
What
accurate?
would we do historically if we were actual... Would we make them eat a grenade?
I think it's playing out right now. There you go. Grenades.
Okay.
This is why we don't take prisoners.
Oh, you knew though, Craig. You backed away. You knew what was going down.
So yeah, during the Pacific War, the Japanese notoriously would feign death, let Marines come in close, and then they would blow themselves up or try to grab the Marines' rifles. This led Americans and Australian troops early on to stop taking Japanese prisoners, which contributed more and more to the Japanese not surrendering, forming a vicious and bloody cycle.
It's a vicious cycle.
Aside from the not taking prisoner aspect of the game heavily pushes you to have no mercy for the enemy.
Are we to shoot them in the back? The back! The front! Big head! Whatever you wish! Just so long as they are dead!
Against the Germans, you keep seeing them execute your comrades. In the Pacific, you are heavily incentivized to pick up a flamethrower and burn the enemy out of their caves and tunnels.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Get that flamethrower on the bunker! Never get the flamethrower and finish the job! Get out of here! Burn, you little bastard!
I'll fucking do it again.
Remember, kids, the Japanese never signed the Geneva Convention.
We can't do that! Shoot her or something!
While this seems perhaps over the top in the game, it's actually extremely representative of the later Pacific War. The Americans quickly figured out the only way to kill the Japanese in their cave and tunnel networks was flamethrowers or literally filling them with gasoline and lighting a match.
Jesus Christ.
It's a very, very real and hella dark thing. As for the Russians, well, let's just say revenge-seeking was to the extreme. The ending of the Russian campaign is absolutely epic as you rush forward to place the big old red flag over the Reichstag. You know, like in a very famous photo that was never edited to hide war looting.
I love stealing! I love taking things!
A German out of nowhere shoots you, prompting Gary Oldman to go machete on his ass before helping you place that flag to make Mother Russia proud. The Japanese campaign ends a bit anticlimactically with you taking a fortress on Okinawa. I guess even 2008 Treyarch didn't have the balls to put you in the Enola Gay, with Kiefer Sutherland whispering into your ear, "Just open the hatch door, baby."
Kill them all! Blow them all to hell! Blow them all to pieces! Now, Miller!
It's finally over. We did it.
What have I done?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got pretty dark there. A little over the top, my bad. Now, as you start up the game, you are fed this eerie-ass music, accompanied by some real World War II footage, and if you pause at the right moments, you'll discover some horrifying shit. Hell, the title screen of the game is just horror music with a morbid gray animation of a battlefield graveyard. It's basically a Resident Evil title screen. The music is creepy, the atmosphere is gray, claustrophobic, with jump scares in the form of banzai charges and Stahlhelms. If you look hard enough, you can find numerous Easter eggs with their own ghostly spooks. The same spooks can be found all over the multiplayer maps as well.
Hey, who was that?
The cherry on top of all of this is the introduction to the Nazi Zombies map, Nach der Untoten. Horror at its finest. Something I found really interesting about the two campaigns is there's a major difference of the AI for the Germans and Japanese. The German AI uses conventional warfare. They're very organized, tactile, on the defensive, trying to hold you Russians back as you try to storm in using human wave attacks, showing no mercy. The Japanese AI uses unconventional warfare. They are up every goddamn tree, behind every goddamn piece of tall grass. It's banzai season, baby. If you haven't noticed, it's quite the dichotomy. You get charged at by the Japanese as you charge the Germans. The game also heavily pushes an emotional narrative for why you must meet the barbarity with barbarity. Honestly, I think they really did a great job trying to give the player a real experience of World War II. War is scary. Life is fleeting. Morality goes out the door. It's really kill or be killed. War is hell. I moonlight as a history YouTuber, clearly, as you're watching this on the Pacific War channel. I also write for Kings and Generals. I collaborate all the time with other channels like Flashpoint History, Alternate History Hub, and so forth. I dabble in all these little communities, like their discords, and I can assure you, most men, my old ass age, remember this game, and many say it's what got them into World War II. That is the gold star for any game in my book. Getting the kids interested in history, one war crime at a time.
Like sowing soup. Those civilians were unarmed.
Now you can't finish this episode off without circle jerking a bit about the multiplayer and the zombies. Treyarch basically took the Modern Warfare engine and just shoved World War II into it, and added a lot of realistic gore. And I mean, goddamn, for its day, 0 F's given. You can blow people's arms off with shotguns, toss a grenade, and watch people blow up into pieces, char bodies with a flamethrower, and even unleash dogs on them.
Unleash the dogs!
Team Deathmatch had all of the fan-favorite weapons of World War II. The kill streaks were simplistic and sweet. You had your recon point, artillery, bombardment, and then the releasing of the Dogs of War. The sounds of an M1 Garand ping, sweet symphony. The sound of a bouncing Betty jumping into the air still triggers my goddamn PTSD. If you win a game as the Germans, the background music literally plays a Hitler speech.
You did not have to do that. You knew you did not have to do that.
Treyarch really had mad balls doing that. Within all the levels are Easter eggs, typically spoopy for, that horror theme.
Oh, God, Daddy!
Whoa!
What else can you say about the game that introduced us all to Nazi zombies? Its legacy speaks to how fun it was. I know plenty of people who never touched the campaign or the multiplayer for deathmatch, they just played zombies. Nach der Untoten was so goddamn fun, they began pumping out expansion packs for more and more, and then they built a franchise upon it. It was the cherry top upon a wonderful game. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about this game, and it's one of my childhood favorite games. I honestly just wanted to make a video to talk about it because I ended up playing with my buddies over at Adventure Arcade. And please, if you do have a chance, go check them out. They are hilarious. Their content is just the chef's kiss when it comes to memes.
Well, actually, kamikaze translates to divine wind.
Oh, shit.
I have been affected by the divine wind. Please help. Thank you.
I'm gonna blow some divine wind in your face.
I really think you'll enjoy it. But stating all of that, this is kind of the third time I've done this weird talking to the camera thing, so tell me what you think. What do you want to hear more from me in the future? And if you don't have any ideas, I might do an episode that's anime related, and you get to see what a weeb I am.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
So, until next time, this is Craig from the Pacific War Channel, over and out. I guess even 2008 Treyarch didn't have the balls to put you in the Enola Gay with Kiefer Sutherland. Fuck. Oh, jeez.